Hey everybody, welcome into Siren Records Monterey. This is Fresh Catch Friday, and this is going to be a little look for you at some of the new vinyl and reissues that came out today on vinyl. So my pick of the week this week is this great Leon Bridges Gold Diggers Sound, and this is on Columbia. This is his third full-length release, and Leon Bridges, if you don't know, is a kind of a R&B artist that has just, this beautifully like velvety, smooth voice and very, very strong songwriting. What's one of the things that makes this so easy to listen to, as well as it's kind of got this pretty, slick production value this time around as well. The name of the album comes from this studio in Los Angeles where it was recorded, Gold Digger Sound. So that's where that came from. Anyway, this maintains these like traditional elements of this old school soul that you've heard on his previous albums if you listen to them, but it's also, it really introduces this new kind of aesthetic, this vibe that's like very vibrant, and it completely deviates from this kind of retro path that I'm sure a lot of people just kind of expected him to stick with. But anyway, really, really great. It's all about the gold this week. Isn't that a beautiful cover? And anyway, he just nails it again, and I love that. So there's also available a limited edition indie exclusive alternate album cover that looks like this. So we've got both of these for you here. I'm trying to see if that's colored. No, just an alternate cover, this one here. And I believe they are both black vinyl. Should have been gold, but it's okay. Anyway, really, really love this, and worth your time for sure. Now, in keeping with that gold theme, I also want to showcase for you the Paul McCartney 3 Imagined, because this, everybody's been waiting for this one. The indie exclusive is on gold vinyl as well here. And let's see, upon its release last year, it was kind of really hailed by Rolling Stone as being very vital and comfortable taking new chances. So, he's moving forward. Anyway, what this record is here, it's he's kind of features this like A-list kind of group of friends and acquaintances of him, like people like Beck, like Phoebe Bridgers, like Khruangbin, Damon Albarn, St. Vincent, people like that. They're reimagining their favorite McCartney 3 moments. And it's by doing so, it's either a complete cover or remixes or featured performances. So, it's got its real eclectic mix, and really colorful interpretation, a reinterpretation, and it serves as a kind of an extension of the original, a companion piece. But it also stands alone, in Paul's discography. This is what I'm trying to think. It was something crazy like his 18th studio solo album. So, gosh, he just he doesn't dry up as far as creativity goes. But anyway, all the tracks have been personally curated by Paul, and you can get this, like I say, on the gold vinyl, on the black vinyl, and it's also available here for you on cassette. Okay, so those two are like what I'm touting as my picks this week, but there's like a lot of stuff here we can get through. Okay, the first one, this is the 20th anniversary reissue of this. It's on 180 gram, and it's 4 LPs, and this is Tupac, Until the End of Time, and this is on Interscope. It's, as I said, 7th studio album, but 3rd posthumous album. This was all material recorded on Death Row Records from 1995 to 1996. First time reissued since the original release in 2001. So that you can get your hands on again. And let's see. Okay, this is Annika, and it's called Change. This is on red and silver Galaxy vinyl. It's on Sacred Bones, and they are a Berlin-based rock outfit. This is just kind of all written about like navigating the pandemic, kind of like so many artists have done. Anyway, it's highly anticipated, apparently, follow-up to her cult classic self-titled debut. And I guess, you know, I thought it was a they, but I guess this is Annika. Sorry, I mean, anyway, and apparently it takes her craft to a whole new level. So if you've been waiting on that, as they say, a widely anticipated release, there you go. Okay, this one here is Daniel Avery. It's called Love and Light. This is on heavyweight vinyl, but it doesn't say like what grams. I'm assuming like 180 is usually heavyweight. This is the third full length. Let's see. It was originally released, oh no, in 2020. And this was as a surprise album. And it came on some kind of a smoked up colored vinyl. This is now first time available on the black vinyl if you're interested in that. Some people like it old school and just like black vinyl. And my pile just kind of fell over. So I'm going to just rearrange this for a quick minute. Sorry about that, everyone. Okay, next up, this is Molly Birch. This is called Romantic Images. It is on Coke bottle colored vinyl. You know, she is, let me see. Okay, this is Captured Tracks is the label for this. Austin-based, her music often reflects like heartache and loss. Anything else? You know, this was produced by Tennis, you know, Elena Moore and Patrick Riley. And that's kind of another little interesting side note here for that one, okay? And then we have this one here, which is Cedric Burnside. I Be Tryin'. This is Single Lock Records. Okay, so it took 3 days to record this one apparently at Royal Studios. And this stuff is Mississippi Hill Country Blues. And that studio was where Al Green had like high records, you know, in the 60s and 70s and, you know, recorded stuff there. So it's just kind of an interesting side note there. But that is indie exclusive Mississippi colored vinyl, limited to 1,500 copies. Now, I have no idea what Mississippi colored vinyl is, and if someone buys that, I hope they will leave a note and let us know what that means, because I would like to know. Okay, then next up is Currency Collection Agency. You can get this on blue or orange vinyl. Looks like the blue vinyl is limited to 1,000 copies. The orange vinyl also limited to 1,000 copies. Okay. So that is on the Jet Life label, his 11th studio album. The thing about this is that after a very long career like that, his the quality has remained throughout his prolific career. Next up. Okay, Miley Cyrus, Plastic Hearts, 150 gram, gatefold sleeve, 2 LPs on RCA. This, if you are wondering why this cover looks sort of familiar, this is like taken from the Plasmatics. It's kind of the same font, and you know, maybe it's like a nod to that. 7th studio album, originally released in November. But this is the first, now it's on vinyl, and it has 3 additional tracks that were not on the CD. And she does have guests on here with her, like Joan Jett, Stevie Nicks, Dua Lipa, Billy Idol. And, you know, if you think you need it, I don't know. This is another one. Every week it seems like we've got one of these kind of not so great ones. I don't know what to say about that. It's just, I don't really care for that. But okay, something else. Here's Dark Side Spiral on Beggar's Banquet. These guys are from Providence, Rhode Island. They're comprised of Chilean electronic musician and vocalist Nicholas Jarre and American multi-instrumentalist Dave Harrington. This is 2 LPs. This is their 2nd LP. Now, is this 2 LPs? Sorry, I think it is, but I'm not positive. It feels like it could be, but maybe it's only 1. I'm not sure how many discs are in here. Anyway, they've been knocking around since about 2011, so it takes them a long time in between records, as it does with some people. Now we've got the Descendants, 9th and Walnut. This is on green vinyl. It's on Epitaph, and it's their 8th studio album. Original Milo Goes to College lineup release. with 14 unreleased songs from 1977 to 1980. Limited edition on that green vinyl. Okay, this is Enigma, and it's Cross of Changes. This is on Republic Records. It was originally out in 1990. It was their debut LP, and now it's on 180 gram. Yeah, that was a super popular record for them. So I'm sure a lot of people are glad to see it back in print. Okay, this one here is Golden Apples. This is Shadowland. It's on yellow vinyl. It's on Lamo Records. This is like indie, again, pandemic anxiety kind of recording here as well. I think that this band used to be, yeah, they're from Philadelphia. It was originally called Cherry, but now they've changed the name to Golden Apples. So that's who that is. Next up we have Dexter Gordon Go, and this is on Jazz Images. This was recorded in 1962, and the thing about this is that it sounds like a nightclub performance, but it was actually done in the studio, but they were like so close and connected with this. It has a very intimate sound to it. Audiophile vinyl reissues from the finest in jazz since 1939, mastered from the original analog tapes, okay, went on 180 gram. All right, then we have, let's see, this is a compilation, or not a compilation, it's a collaboration, The Grid and Robert Fripp. It's called Leviathan. It's on 200 gram vinyl. I don't know what label this is coming to us on. What is this? I don't know. Oh. Panegyric, gosh, I don't know. Does anybody recognize this label? I can't even like really decipher it. It looks like it says panegyric. Anyway, the interesting thing about this is, okay, so the grid consists of, what is the guy's name? Richard Norris and Dave Ball. Dave Ball used to be part of Soft Cell. Robert Fripp, of course, you know, guitar hero that, you know, kind of came into light in the 70s with Brian Eno, and then later moved on into be part of King Crimson in the 80s. So this is like kind of two cornerstones of like real music history in 70s and 80s. But anyway, they're collabing on this now, and let's see if there was anything real. Not really. That's just kind of you know, they're experimenting here. I don't know much about that. Okay. Next, this is KDAP, Kevin Drew Influences. This is on Art Crafts. This is an instrumental electronic project that was it was written while he was hiking the trails of southern England. It's like a celebration of survival is what he's calling that. But anyway, instrumental electronica. This is the 40th anniversary of Absolutely Madness. This is on 180 gram. It includes new liner notes, and that is available for you now. Nice reissue. Okay, next up we've got Enny Momstein. This one is called Blue Lightning, and let me see here. Okay, this is on clear and blue splatter vinyl. It's on Mascot Records. It's got 2 bonus tracks that are not on the CD, and this is mainly covers, but you know, like you know, Jimi Hendrix, Purple Haze, Jumpin' Jack Flash is on here, Foxy Lady, all this kind of different stuff. While My Guitar Gently Weeps. Okay, so Painted Black is on here. So he's doing like, you know, Stones, Jimi Hendrix, that kind of thing. But anyway, Enny Momstein is, you know, considered virtuoso. He's been doing this for over 4 decades now. So, you know, this is back in print, and this is his new one. And this one is called Parabellum. It's on 180 gram red vinyl, and it's on Music Theories, which is kind of a like sub-label of Mascot Records, that they kind of really just focus on, I think, Guitar Hero type stuff. Anyway, this This guy has had 21 solo LPs. And like I said, he's just considered, virtuoso. So there you go. New from Enny Momstein. Okay, then we have Alexis Marshall, House of Lull. House of Lull, House of Win. And it's on Sargent House. This is the front man of Daughters, And, it's basically more of the same. It's like that noise rock that's fused with high art. That's kind of like just the vision that he has for himself, I guess Daughters were, on hiatus for a very long time before they got back together and did something. But anyway, on Sargent House, there it is, solo stuff. This one here, keep losing my place here. Okay, this is Paige McConnell, December, on barnboard colored vinyl. Okay, so this is on the Jump label. It's these guys were working on this like for a long period of time over different seasons. But it's what they did was they rearranged a group of Fish songs for piano and guitar using alternative vocal and arrangements and instrumentation to cover all four band members' parts. So it's like a big project. And then what do we have here? This is John R. Miller. It's called Depreciated, and this is on Rounder Records. And this is combined elements of country, blues, and rock is what that kind of stuff is all about. Okay, then next up we've got the great Mudhoney. Every Good Boy Deserves Fudge. This is the anniversary of this one. What anniversary is this? From 1991. So, yeah, okay. It's on Sub Pop. This was a major chapter in Mudhoney's ongoing story, and I guess the title of it sort of refers to when in doubt, fudge it was kind of their little thing that they did. So anyway, excellent new liner notes from actual author, journalist Keith Cameron. Okay. Anyway, the great Mark Arm is the front man of Mudhoney, and nice that that's come to this anniversary. Now this one, okay, this is Old Crow Medicine Show. This one is Carry Me Back, okay? And this is on Coke Bottle Clear. This one was, well, let's see, it's on ATO, and this was their 4th record. So that's back in print now. And then this one here is Old Crow Medicine Show. This one is called Remedy. And this one won the Grammy for Best Folk Record. And let's see here. Okay, it was their 5th studio album. So yeah, also on ATO. This one here is, well, let's see. Omega. And this is the anthology, 1968 to 1979. This is on silver and purple vinyl. It's on the Purple Pyramid label. They're one of the most successful rock bands, well, probably the only and the most successful rock band to ever come out of Hungary. But the interesting thing about them is their stuff's been covered by the Scorpions. These guys have sold over 50 million records worldwide. When they were together. Here it's like, that late 60s, early 70s, but it's also been sampled by Kanye West. So, they have some kind of a claim to fame there, but very, very successful. It's one of those things you either know about it or you don't, I guess. Okay, this is called Aura the Molecule, Human Safari. This is on orange vinyl. It's on the Mute label. It's the debut, and it's an avant-garde kind of pop trio. Then this one here is Party Next Door, Colors. It's on white vinyl and on Oboe Sound. This is, a contemporary classic exclusive white vinyl featuring hit tracks from their Colors EPs 1 and 2. So kind of rethought and put together on one now, okay? Colors 1 and Colors 2 together. And now, okay, this one here is Piroshka. This is Love Drips and Gathers. This is on red vinyl. This is on Pious America, or well, through Bella Union, okay? It's their second album. Former members of Lush, Moose, Elastica, and Modern English. And this is a subtler, more ethereal sound than the first album of theirs was, which was, a little harder than that. Next is R.E.M., Radio Free Europe. This is a 7-inch on Craft Recordings. It's the first ever re-release of the original Hibtone mix of this. So you can get that now. Okay, this one here is the soundtrack and cast of Empire Strikes Back, John Williams. This is on Varese. And, John Williams worked with the National Philharmonic to bring this together on vinyl. And it's been long out of print, and it's got this great artwork, as you can see on the front. Liner notes from author Ray Bradbury, composer and critic Christopher Palmer, and from the maestro himself, 180-gram black vinyl pressing. Next up is Stone Temple Pilots, Tiny Music. This is the super deluxe version on Atlantic Catalog Group. Okay, so this is 25th anniversary, 3 CDs and 180-gram LP. The original album, newly remastered, unreleased demos, alternates, and instrumentals, including a complete, never-before-released live concert from 1997. So that is a limited edition. I don't know if it's telling us how many. It is not, but it's kind of got this foiled sort of box. You can see it's quite thick, and because it's got a lot of stuff in there with the CDs and the LP. Okay. And then we have Taylor Swift Folklore in the Trees. This is a new colored variant. It's now on beige vinyl. It's 2 LPs. It's on Republic. This is her 8th studio album, and again, working with people like Aaron Dessner from the National, Bonnie Vare, and Jack Antonoff, who produces her, and a lot of other artists in this ilk, and is very successful with it. People like St. Vincent and Lana Del Rey, and I'm trying to think. I think he just did the Claro record too. So he's very sought after production wise as well. Okay, this is Tapari, Blind Obedience. This is on Bayonet Records. It's the debut. This is a rapper, and he's got this very, kind of syllabic hopscotch over mutating beats, and it's kind of a different kind of thing. So that's what that one's all about. This one is Trees Speak, Posthuman. It's got an LP and a 7-inch in here, and it's on the Soul Jazz Records. This is the 3rd album, and it blends like German electronic and krautrock. I guess they've had like 3 things really on the trot in a very short amount of time, but building up quite a fan base. So also you get the 7-inch and a download code with this too. Okay, and then next up, this one is Jason Van Wyck, Threads. This is on the N5MD label. It's the 4th solo full length he's a Cape Town, South African-based composer. And it's very much known for his progressive trance work. All right, this is various artists. This is called the Vinyl Series Volume 1. It's on Island Records Reggae. This is 14 tracks covering the years of 1962 to 1969. People includes things like Toots and the Maytals and Desmond Decker and the All-Stars are on here, but this is going to be like a complete series. This is volume 1, okay? And then we're wrapping it up here with the Wallflowers Exit Wounds. I think we talked about this at one point. Now on vinyl, I guess. This is on New West, and it's Bob Dylan's son Jacob Dylan, and this is their 7th studio album, but after a decade-long absence. So pressed on limited edition colored vinyl, but what color? I don't know. Color exclusive, independent retail. I don't know, you guys. Whatever the indie exclusive is, it's an Easter egg for you. But yeah, so that wraps up our little pile of some of the stuff that came out today, reissued or new. on vinyl. And please subscribe if you haven't already and you would like to hear about new releases on Fridays. And you can also hit that notification bell down there. It'll notify you via email every time there's an upload, which is, typically Fridays. So thanks for joining me, and I will see you next